Hello, welcome to my Minecraft world. I am playing on beta 1.7.3, joining in with the Golden Age Minecraft hype, and I've been playing on this world for about 6 months on or off, and it's the first time I've really had a long time world that I'm really excited about and just can't help but come back to play. So I thought I'd give you a tour, and we'll see how it goes. So the way this world started is I spawned somewhere over there. I swam across this ocean, found this lovely island that I thought I'd call my home, built this dock, and then made a starter house. Now, this isn't my original starter house. That one was knocked down and rebuilt. This is now my new starter house, and I really like the style. I've got that medieval style. Took a lot of inspiration from Dialco's world tour, which you've probably seen already if you're watching this. But that's it from the outside. Let's go in and let's have a look. So I just think that beta 1.7.3 is probably the best version of this game for many reasons that I'll probably get into later. So anyway, this is the entrance of my house, and if you go out here, you've got a nice balcony looking over my world. In here is my lounge area and where I keep my bed. And if you go up this ladder, you get pretty much my main storage for this world. I've got all my redstone, my ores and materials, quite a lot of my nether stuff, decoration blocks, wood, all of that is kept up here. And if you go downstairs, then we have my basement area where I keep all my food, where I do a lot of smelting. I like to use saplings. I think it's a really good renewable fuel source, nice and easy to use. Especially if you've got a wood farm that produces lots of saplings, then it's definitely the way to go, and it saves on coal. I'm not a fan of mining coal. So let's move on. So one of the things I did is look for a snowy tiger, so that I can get snow and spruce wood, and this is the house that I made when I came back. I've got a nice carpet, a kitchen area, and if you go upstairs to the bedroom, you've got a nice double bed, a nice space up here as well. So my philosophy for this world is that this is sort of an island where lots of people settle, and they're not the richest people in the world. There are some rich people who live on the island, but there's a mainland over there which I haven't yet built. I've got big plans for this world, and over on the mainland is where you're going to see a lot more impressive houses that I've got in my head for how that's going to look. But houses like this will be on the island, in this island village. I haven't yet come up with the name for the island village, so if you've got any ideas, let me know. This is the fishing shack that I've got. Opens out onto this dock where you can fish. Got this nice fishing boat, which I'm quite happy with, especially the sail. I thought that came out quite nicely. And obviously in here there's storage and a bed, place to store fish and fishing rods, etc. In terms of this bit, this is kind of what I'd like to go around the entirety of my island. This sort of cobblestone gravelly thing. Don't get me wrong, I love the Minecraft beaches, but I just have a feeling that this would suit the island feel better. And one of the things that I love about this game is you have the freedom to build realistic things in a blocky game. I don't know why, but that's just something I enjoy about it. And I think that's why I like beta 1.7.3, because you've got a limited amount of blocks to be creative with, and you're not overwhelmed by too much choice. So that's what I like about this version. If we go down here, we've got my mine entrance. Obviously, it's very chaotic, kind of how I picture mines to be. And if I take this minecart, we'll go down to the mine. I haven't spent too much time in the mines. I don't think I've got any diamonds to name, actually. I've got one diamond pickaxe and then my near broken iron sword that you can see in my hotbar. That's it. So this is my mine. Obviously, it doesn't go that far yet, and I've only done like one branch of the strip mine. or maybe I've done one here as well. Yeah, I've only done 2 branches of the strip mine. It goes in both directions as well. But in terms of how I'm going about my strip mine, I'm going to be following a method by a guy called Kalmia Efficiency, who you may or may not have heard of. He made a beta 1.6, 1.7 Let's Play back when those versions were still in use in Minecraft, and it's a really good series that I'd highly recommend anyone wanting to get into Golden Age Minecraft to watch, because he does a lot of good tips for those early versions. Now, this building on top of the mine is where the miners live. This is the Miners Guild. We've got a bit of a smeltery downstairs, and this is actually where I keep a lot of my bulk storage and do a lot of my smelting. So I've got stuff like lots of cobblestone, clay. I think there's a whole chest full of dirt and gravel, sand. And obviously that's where my pickaxes are. My Lonely Diamond pickaxe, which I'm trying to save for when I go back mining. And here's a little side entrance, which we don't really need to go out of. If you go up here into the Miners Guild, then we've got a little communal area with some furnaces, nice carpet. And if we head upstairs, this is where they sleep. Now, this interior isn't great. I'm not 100% happy with it. I would like to change this interior, but this is what it is for now. They've got chests, beds, etc. But this is something that I would like to change in the long term. And then moving on, if we come down these steps around the corner, we get one of my more recent builds in this world. It's also one of my favorite houses. I love how the roof has come out. A nice curved roof with those windows, and it uses oak logs and snow, but then I've also mixed in a bit of oak wood as well for the top floor. And if you come in, you've got kitchen, shelving, and upstairs is the bedroom. And I've got a little, if you use your imagination, it's almost like a mirror. I like that painting for a mirror. And yeah, here is my upstairs. And if we keep going, we get to this bridge over to this chapel or church. It's quite small for a church. Now, I have plans in the mainland to build a massive cathedral, but this church, I really like it. It's nice and quaint, and if you head inside, it just looks like the inside of a normal church. High ceilings, pews facing the front with like an altar area. So yeah, this is my church that I built. Quite happy with this. Floor, not 100% convinced by, but that can always change. Right, I'm going to sleep and then I will come back. Okay, so moving on from the church, we're going to come to the latest build that I've made on this world, and that is the train station. Now, this is the thing that's going to connect the mainland and other areas like the snowy place that I found, and any other villages that happen around the world. So if we come in the entrance, you've got kind of the counter where people can get their train tickets, etc. A little seating area, waiting area. And if you come down here, I really like this design for the indoor. It's an underground train station, as you can tell. So there'll be this way going to one of the lines. I think this one will go north and south. And if you go down here, this line that I'm going to build down here will go east and west. So this is going to be a massive underground project. It's my idea to get lots of resources for when I'm building the main town. But also it'll be a nice way for me to travel. And I really enjoy minecart travel. I think the newer versions of the game have kind of lost out on that transport. And then through here's my nether portal. I've not really done anything in the nether except collect a few blocks. So there isn't much to see, but that's where my portal lives. It took me a while to build a portal because I didn't want to make one and for it to not have a good place to live. And I feel like that's a decent place for it. So that's the train station. And that is pretty much it for my world. As you can see, I've only really stayed on this island. The cobblestone blocks here are for a tavern that I've got planned. That's going to go here. And I've been experimenting a bit with cobblestone walls because obviously they're not in this version of the game. So I've been using stairs, and I think they make for a nice wall design, and I'm thinking that might go around most of the island. This bit over here is the mainland. If I change my render distance slightly, there we go. You can see that there's this big mainland that stretches all the way around. And I want to have farms, maybe a castle, a big cathedral. This, in my understanding, is a small train station. So they're pretty standard Minecraft build height sizes, but I've got big plans. And that's what's making me really excited about playing on this version of the game. I've got huge ideas, huge plans, and if you want to stick around and support, then I'd be much appreciated. That would be awesome if you could stick around and support. So I hope you've enjoyed my world tour. There's so much more to come, and I look forward to showing you more in future